Hello my dear friends, my name is Nitin and I am a teacher for IELTS. I have more than 2 decades of experience of training students for the exams of IELTS, and I have trained more thousands of students basically for the exams of IELTS, where around 1,000 have already immigrated to countries like US, UK, Canada, Australia and even certain parts of Europe. So IELTS as an exam basically tests you on your 4 competencies, that is reading, writing, listening and speaking. So all these sections you basically require a band of 7+, which is 7+ for all the sections. So essentially this means that you have to have a great competency level as far as English language is concerned in all these sections, which is reading, writing, listening and speaking. So there is a certain level of strategy which we adopt, which I as a teacher adopt to train my students for this exam of IELTS. What are these strategies? These strategies, they really help you to basically kind of get a very organized thought process within how you have to go ahead and how you have to take the exam of IELTS. It is a very clinical exam where you have to process, where you have to apply certain level of strategies so that you get a desired band, a band that you've already been aiming for, which is 7+ band across all the sections. So in today's video, let's discuss about the listening strategies, how you basically adopt a certain level of strategy to ace the exam of listening, and what are the things that you require in order to be very, very thorough in your listening exam of IELTS. So let's discuss them in brief. The IELTS listening test is divided into 4 sections. In each section, you will listen to 1 or more native English speakers, then answer around 10 questions related to what you just heard. The entire IELTS listening section contains 40 questions in total. In general, the listening recordings start off easier and get harder as you progress through the exam. Each recording is heard only once and includes a range of accents, including British, Australian, New Zealand, American and Canadian. Section 1. A conversation between 2 people set in an everyday social context. For example, you might hear a conversation about confirming details for a reservation or placing an order over the phone. Section 2. It is a monologue set in an everyday social context. For example, you might hear a speech about local facilities or someone providing directions or presenting basic information about an event. Section 3. It is a conversation between up to 4 people set in an educational or training context. For example, you might hear a university tutor and a student discussing an assignment or a couple of students discussing something from class. Section 4. A monologue on an academic subject. For example, you will hear a university lecture from a professor. This is the toughest recording on the listening exam for most students, and you ought to be very careful about how you face this section. The IELTS listening text takes around 40 minutes. You will spend 30 minutes on listening to recordings and answering questions. You will be given a question booklet and an answer sheet. The question booklet is where you will see all the questions you need to answer. The answer sheet is where you will write your final answers for the grading. So this was all about the IELTS listening section, where we discussed about the strategies as to how do you need to face the exam and what are the certain level of strategies and tricks and tips that you need to adopt before you sit for your IELTS test. So this was all about it. Now, if you're looking for a coaching through the online or the offline mode, we do have a solution for both. I do provide classes for online as well as offline students as well. For that, you can reach out to us on the below number and I'll be happy to help you in your journey of taking the exam of IELTS. You can also like the video, you can also share it with your friends, or you can even comment on what exactly do you want us to do in terms of helping you with the certain tricks and tips, and I'll be happy to answer, and at the same time I'll be happy to make such videos as well, which will help you in acing the exam of IELTS. My name is Nitin and I wish you all the best for your exam of IELTS, and I'll see you inside the course. Thank you very much.